Good morning, YouTube. I'm Rick, and these are the leakings from my brain hole. Alright, first thing, and this is actually kind of an easy topic because it is so prevalent everywhere you look recently. It's President Donald Trump. God, it hurts to call him president. Between things like his travel spending, going through nearly as much as Obama does in a year in the single month he's been in office, so far as Trump is concerned, I really don't have anything new to add to the whole conversation. Then you have his children. How many are there now? Let's see here. There's the two kind of clone boys, then there's the younger boy, then you have Ivanka, the only daughter who anybody knows her name, and then there's the other daughter. Guess her name. Do you know her name? I didn't know her name until a couple of weeks ago. It's Tiffany. We can discuss his ridiculous travel ban, which is, as of right now, still being held up in courts, so really not a lot going on right there. We'll see how things come out with the 9th District. I utterly loathe that he's been referring to Mar-a-Lago as the Southern White House. We don't have a Southern White House, and the White House isn't really northern to begin with. It's kind of middle so far as the geographic alignment of the country, so I'm not sure. I've also heard it referred to as the Winter White House. I like that more, but I still think it's fucking stupid. Then there's the meeting he had with Shinzo Abe, Prime Minister of Japan, where he, without having a translation earpiece in, pretended like he knew what Abe was saying, as in pretending he speaks Japanese. Then, as they're having their dinner at Mar-a-Lago, Trump gets news that North Korea has done a missile test. The fiasco that ensued, with people taking pictures and everybody in on what was supposed to be a very private, confidential thing that the president should have done behind doors, someone managed to track down the guy who takes care of the nuclear codes, whose name is also Rick. Takes a picture with the guy, puts it on his Facebook. I assume Rick no longer has a job. Didn't actually look into it, but I'm just going to guess so. Not really deserving of the title Rick. Then there's the hilarity that has been this GOP town hall backlash that we've been seeing. I've got a couple of clips I'm going to play for you. Just a couple. I know there are more out there, but these have been repeated and repeated. The first one especially, but the anger in this woman's voice, I love. I cannot get enough of it. So here are those clips.
These coal jobs are not coming back, and now these people don't have the insurance they need because they're poor. And they work those coal mines, and they're sick. The veterans are sick. The veterans are broken down. They're not getting what they need. If you can answer any of that, I'll sit down and shut up like Elizabeth Warren.
You guys just want to investigate everybody with something. And you guys wasted a lot of money on Benghazi, wasted a little on Trump.
The thing I find really amusing about this is where this anger, especially in that first clip, is coming from. And that's coal miners. The GOP has always, supposedly, had the back of all the coal mining people. They constantly yell about how we need to keep coal, it's clean, expand the industry, bring the jobs back, which, let's just face it, they're never really going to return in the way that we once had a coal mining industry. There's just too many sources now, and clean coal is not fucking clean. Jesus, people. It'll be fun going forward seeing how the GOP decides to react to all of this. And in some happier sciencey news, I love science, very happy, much wow. NASA just released a statement saying that they have identified in a star system some 40 light years away 7 approximately Earth-sized planets. Now, the star they're actually orbiting is an ultra-cool dwarf star. It's much, much smaller and much, much cooler than our own sun. For this reason, all of the planets are orbiting very, very close to the star. To give you some kind of an idea in relation to Earth, 1 year is how long it takes for us to go all the way around the sun, come back to the same point. Just in case you didn't know that. Now, with these planets, at the closest, it takes about a day and a half for the planet to do a complete orbit. So that's a day and a half year. The longest takes about 20 days. So even if we could get there some 40 light years away, which traveling at the speed of light, that's 40 years. Even if we could make it to half, that's 80 years. Not likely going to happen anytime in the foreseeable future. But if we could get there, we would have to adapt to a very, very odd, I don't even really want to call it a day cycle, since a day and a half would be a year. The way we count time there would be fucking insane. Another thing I keep seeing, and I feel like I should discuss, is PewDiePie, but I'm not going to. I'm not a fan, I don't watch his stuff, I am aware of him, but I don't know nearly enough about this guy to actually throw my 2 cents in there. Fuck that shit. The final thing I would like to discuss on this video is The Walking Dead. I don't know who's watching what, where you might be, spoilers ahead or whatnot. The episode I'm referring to is Season 7, Episode 10, the one that was just on this previous Sunday before I'm actually posting this. I'm recording it on Wednesday. I'm not sure when I'll have it actually done and edited and uploaded, but as of right now, I'm talking about Season 7, Episode 10. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. Come back.
Spoilers? What spoilers?
That is your spoiler warning, so yeah, let's get into it. Now, a lot of the episode had to do with who I'm thinking of as sort of like a different version of the claimers that Daryl had run into. I know in relation to the comics, I don't recall if there's any kind of a link to a comic group in there. I was thinking it was going to be the Seaside people, but obviously that's not it. We'll see if Tara gives them up. But they are not who I wish to discuss today. Today, I just want to talk about 2 things. Well, 1 thing, 2 people, Daryl and Carol. I shouldn't need to point out just how badass Daryl is in this scene.
She gets hurt. She dies. She catches a fever. She gets taken out by a walker. She gets hit by lightning. Anything happens to her, I'll kill you.
But that scene, the end there, the I'll kill you, fucking A. When are Daryl and Carol going to fuck? Then we come to this moment where they finally reunite. Again, when are these 2 going to fuck? And then just as a final thing, at the very end of this little Walking Dead section, sad Carol makes me sad. Alright, well those have been the leakings from my brain hole. Second video done, at least done being recorded as of when I finish this. If you wouldn't mind clicking the like button, maybe commenting or subscribing if you are truly feeling kind. If not, oh well, this is my second video. To the 1 person that watched my other video though, thank you.